Let's have a session on the models of organisational structure. So organisational structure, or org structure, is the framework to define authority, roles and responsibilities within an organisation. And that should hopefully ensure clarity, accountability and efficiency. Now there's 4 types of organisational structures that we need to work through. The first, you'll know it, is functional. So functional is when an organisation is divided into specialist departments, and they are marketing, operations, finance and HRM, human resources or human resources management. The advantages of this functional organisational structure is when it promotes specialisation and expertise, because employees and managers are specialised in their particular functional area. Should theoretically lead to more job satisfaction, more productivity, more efficiency. The issues here. Well, firstly, it might have a risk of a silo mentality, in that functional areas just work on their own. They don't really collaborate with other functional areas. So on top of that, there's a risk of being less flexible, less agile. So it's less useful in rapidly changing industries, and there's something to consider there. So it's best used a functional area when you're in a stable industry with clearly defined processes and less need for innovation. Let's move on to the next one. So the second one is product-based. So product-based is when the organisation is divided according to the products it produces. So you'll have a product team and they're in charge of development, in charge of production, in charge of marketing. So positives here, well, there's a clear product focus. It encourages innovation. You're going to likely make faster decisions because each product team is closer to the customer. So it's a customer-centric approach and they'll better meet customer needs. The issues here, well, number one is the duplication of efforts, because you'll have multiple product teams and each product team will have a development team, will have a marketing team, will have a production team. So you could see that as being less efficient, and it could, from an overall point of view from the organisation, lead to higher average unit costs. It also has a risk of silo, but between the product ranges themselves. So it's best to use a product range when you have a wide, diverse product range with differentiation focus perhaps, and products are independent, not interdependent of each other. The third one is regional. So regional is when the organisation is divided based on geographic regions. And the key thing is each geographic region will be responsible for marketing, operations, HRM and finance. Positives here, well, it allows for a localised approach, which could be useful so you can better meet customer needs. It could lead to faster local decision making. Issues here, well, duplication again. Duplication because each region has each of these areas, and that could be less efficient and lead to higher average unit costs. So it's best to use when there's lots of regional variation between the different markets, so therefore the need to having those regional areas. So the final one is matrix structures. Matrix structures is when the organisation is both functional, so we're thinking there, and product-based, we're thinking there, and therefore dual reporting relationships exist, is that you might have a subordinate, might have a manager in a functional area and also a manager in a product-based area. So positives here is, well, you'll get the best of the functional world, so you get that specialism, that expertise and leading to productivity, efficiency, and the best of the product focus, being a product focus, more innovation, faster decisions, more customer centric. But the issues here, it could be quite complicated. You've got a manager here, a manager there. And it could be confusing, quite complex. Who has more authority, the functional manager or the product-based manager? That could cause issues. That could be demotivating having that situation, and that could lead to less productivity. Best to use matrix structures, however, when you require innovation, but in a stable, established industry. I hope that helps on the models of organisational structure. See you the next session.